Hello, this is Ashley Odend'hal, and thank you so much for being here. I am going to be reading my new book, The Glowing Stones in the Heart of Aurathrone. I hope you enjoy. The Glowing Stones in the Heart of Aurathrone by Ashley Odend'hal. In the heart of every adventure lies the strength of friendship, the courage to face the unknown, and the belief that together we can overcome anything. Chapter 0, The Night Before. The night before their extraordinary adventure began, Aria, Asher, and Sky found themselves gathered in Aria's backyard, a place that had become their unofficial meeting spot over the years. The three friends had known each other since kindergarten, their bond forged through countless shared experiences and adventures. This year, they had all just finished 6th grade, marking the end of their first year of middle school. Aria, the dreamer, always had her head in the clouds, yearning for something beyond the ordinary. Her adventurous spirit often led them into exciting, albeit sometimes risky, situations. She was the glue that held the group together, her unwavering optimism and courage inspiring her friends to believe in the impossible. Asher, the logical thinker, was Aria's counterbalance. His love for science and technology often grounded their wild ideas in reality. He was the one who could take Aria's dreams and find a way to make them feasible. His analytical mind and calm demeanor provided a sense of stability, especially when things got chaotic. The green light from his smartwatch flickered as he adjusted it. "It makes my watch tick just like a regular clock. It's oddly satisfying." Sky, the artist, brought creativity and imagination to the group. Her sketches and stories added color to their adventures, making even the most mundane moments feel magical. She had a knack for seeing beauty in the world around them, and her artistic perspective often helped them find unique solutions to their problems. The golden glow of the firelight danced in her eyes. That night, they had gathered to celebrate a significant milestone. They had just completed their first year of middle school. The excitement of their achievement buzzed in the air, adding to the festive atmosphere. The sky was clear, and the stars twinkled above them as they sat around a small fire pit, roasting marshmallows and sharing their hopes and dreams for the future. "I can't believe we're finally done with our first year of middle school," Sky exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Aria grinned, her gaze drifting to the stars. "Yeah, and we made it through. Now we have the whole summer ahead of us. We can do anything we want." Asher adjusted his glasses, a thoughtful expression on his face. "Anything within reason, of course. We still need to be careful." Aria laughed, nudging him playfully. "Come on, Asher, where's your sense of adventure?" "It's right here," he replied, holding up his smartwatch. "I just like to make sure we don't get into too much trouble." Sky grinned, pulling out her sketch pad. "Well, whatever we do, I'm going to document it all. This summer is going to be epic." As they talked and laughed, the bond between them felt stronger than ever. Despite their differences, they had always fit together perfectly, like pieces of a puzzle. Each of them brought something unique to the group, and together they felt unstoppable. As they reminisced about their journey through middle school, their conversations drifted back to the day they first met in kindergarten. Aria had been the new girl, shy but curious about everything around her. On her first day, she had wandered off to explore the playground, her imagination running wild with thoughts of hidden treasures and secret worlds. It was there that she met Asher, who was meticulously building a complex structure out of blocks. He had noticed her watching and, without hesitation, invited her to join him, explaining the engineering behind his creation with a seriousness that was unusual for a 5-year-old. Sky had joined them shortly after, her hands covered in paint from an art project. She had been drawn to the vibrant colors of the blocks, and she had immediately started adding her own creative touches to Asher's structure. The three of them had spent the rest of the day building, painting, and imagining together, their different personalities blending seamlessly. From that day on, they had been inseparable. Aria's adventurous spirit, Asher's logical mind, and Sky's artistic creativity had formed the perfect trio. They balanced each other out, each bringing something unique to their friendship. As the night grew darker, the warmth of the fire and the sweetness of the marshmallows began to lull them into a comfortable drowsiness. The soft crackling of the fire and the gentle hum of the night surrounded them, creating a serene atmosphere. Their laughter faded into quiet conversations, and soon they found themselves lying back in the grass, gazing up at the stars. I'm so tired, Sky murmured, her voice barely audible. This has been the best night. Yeah, Asher agreed with his eyes half closed. I could fall asleep right here. Aria felt her eyelids grow heavy, the peacefulness of the moment wrapping around her like a warm blanket. As they drifted off to sleep, the world around them seemed to blur into a dreamlike haze. Suddenly, Aria awoke with a start. Her heart raced as she sat up, the remnants of a strange dream lingering in her mind. She looked around, her friend still asleep beside her, the fire reduced to glowing embers. In the heart of the unknown, courage awakens with the dawn. Chapter 1, The Awakening. Aria's first thought was that she was dreaming. The forest around her glowed softly, as if the trees themselves were alive with light. The leaves pulsed in hues of green and gold, and the air shimmered with tiny floating specks that looked like stars. Somewhere in the distance, a low melodic hum filled the air, a sound too perfect to be anything from her world. She pushed herself up, brushing dirt from her palms, and froze. The ground beneath her hands was warm, not like summer sun warm, but alive, like it had its own heartbeat. Aria, a voice called out, shaky and uncertain. She turned to see Asher standing a few feet away, his face pale in the otherworldly glow. His glasses were askew, and he clutched his smartwatch in his hand, staring at it like it had betrayed him. What's going on? This thing is ticking backward. Before Aria could answer, another voice broke in, louder and sharper. Guys, where are we? Sky emerged from behind a cluster of glowing ferns, her auburn hair disheveled and her sketchpad clutched tightly to her chest. She looked around, her eyes wide with something between awe and terror. I don't know, Aria admitted, her voice low. She paused, her gaze falling on something in her hand. It was a stone, small enough to fit in her palm, and it glowed faintly with a soft blue light. Strange markings were etched across its surface, symbols that seemed to shift and dance as she stared. I have one too, Asher said, holding up an identical stone, though his glowed with a bright green light. Sky fumbled through her jacket pocket and pulled out a stone of her own. It was bright yellow, almost golden, and the markings on it swirled like tiny storms. Asher adjusted his glasses, his fingers trembling slightly. Okay, so let's just assume for a second that this isn't a dream. Thank you so much for listening. I am going to be recording more of the book as I have time, so I hope you'll be tuning in as I add to this. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon.